Hey guys, I shared some of this earlier, and Logical Checkmate actually gave me permission to use this, but he finally did something that I really wanted to do, but my video editing skills were just not capable. I'm just not as good at this as, say, Checkmate or Mary Todd. But we're going to look at some enhanced footage here that proves that Anthony Huber struck Kyle Rittenhouse in the head not once, but twice. And the first time would probably be what led Kyle to believe that he had been struck in the head with a baseball bat. So, this is Logical Checkmate's work, and again, if you have not checked out his channel, you really should. And I'll provide some of my own insight. Let's take a look.
So, we have Kyle running away towards the police line. Here he gets punched, his cap falls off. Here we can see Anthony Huber, the skateboard guy, running Kyle down, running towards him. Here you can clearly see he's winding up his skateboard behind him. Here you can absolutely undeniably see he has his skateboard behind him in a winding up motion or preparation. Unfortunately, the smack itself is obscured. However, here you can see Mr. Huber's right hand is empty and Kyle is actually looking at him. As we will see better here, follow Kyle's hairline. This is important. He has his head turned left. I will explain at the end why that is important. In the following freeze frame you will see the skateboard with its wheels up. With the freeze frame after that you will see it with the wheels down. This is important because it clearly indicates it was twisting and bouncing around, meaning a lot of energy needed for this. Here we can see Mr. Huber getting his skateboard back. It flew across the whole street. It must have been a hard smack. Here you can see Kyle falling forwards, in my opinion clearly as a result of the smack with the skateboard. Here further, well, look at it, he's literally keeling over. On the left hand side you can see Anthony Huber charging it, but I would like to give your attention to this, mister. He was charging Kyle. Kyle aimed his rifle at him and did not fire when he stopped and lifted his hands up until here a guy jumps, kicks him in the face, and then Anthony Huber smacks him over the head again. And I will stop it here because YouTube would not like that. So this video is from police station where Kyle turned himself in. You will see that the police officer was documenting injuries to the back of Kyle's head. As you will see over here, the police officer notices two significant injuries on the back of Kyle's head on the left side. Now, this is why I pointed out that Kyle was looking left, quite possibly over his shoulder, because Anthony Huber was swinging the skateboard with his right arm right to left. Therefore, if Kyle would be looking forward, he would be injured on his right side of his head. But since he was looking left, he was injured on the left side of his head. The second injury, the second hit that Mr. Huber inflicted on Kyle was also to the left side of his head, because after the kick to the face, Kyle turned around as a result of it.
I feel like you have two pumps, one here, one there.
Yeah, I took two hits and then crashed back.
I feel like you have two pumps, one here, one there.
Yeah, I took two hits and then crashed back.
I feel like you have two pumps, one here, one there.
Yeah, I took two hits and then crashed back.
It is significant for another reason, and that is that Kyle seen who smacked him with the skateboard. When he later fell, and Anthony Huber came in again and smacked him over the head again with the skateboard. What I did not show, because YouTube would otherwise age restrict this video, was that Anthony Huber rolled over Kyle. He put his whole weight on him, then grabbed his rifle and got up to his feet and tried to yank it away from Kyle. It is quite reasonable to presume that Kyle was aware that Anthony Huber, that this person who is trying to take his firearm away from him, already smacked him over the head, which resulted in him falling to the ground, then smacked him away and is now trying to take his firearm. Anyway, I would like to ask you, the audience, why do you think Kyle fell? Do you think he just tripped over his feet, or he fell as a result of this quite significant smack with a skateboard to his head?
I honestly feel, and I already felt, that it was because of the concussive effect of getting struck in the head is probably what knocked off his equilibrium, which led to him falling down. The realization that Kyle did turn and saw who hit him in the head is also really important. So I'm now going to go find the clip specifically where Kyle said that he thought he had been hit by a baseball bat. So this is taken from the police interview in Antioch, Illinois, when Kyle turned himself in. And if you listen closely, the audio's not great, but you will hear him say, they hit me with a fucking bat, in response to them saying that they weren't going to let him leave because they were going to arrest him and see if he was going to be extradited.
We believe there's probable cause for a crime. Doesn't mean the DA's office is going to see it that way. So that's what you're being held on right now.
With a fucking bat.
Well, I'm okay. I can't talk to you about it.
So thanks to the previous video we watched, along with that one, I think it's safe to say that Kyle Rittenhouse seriously did feel that his life was in danger, and specifically that he was fully aware of the fact that Anthony Huber was the guy that hit him the first time, and that it's interesting that that first strike doesn't seem to get into any of the court proceedings so far. But I strongly feel after reviewing that, and I honestly felt even before it was enhanced, because you could see it. The problem is it was partially obscured by somebody walking in the way of the camera very briefly. But you could see that, Huber walked up, smacked him in the back of the head hard enough that his skateboard comes flying out of his hand all the way across to the curb, and then Anthony has to go retrieve it before he goes after Kyle again. So, and as Logical Checkmate's video also pointed out, is the police did in fact find head injuries on Kyle Rittenhouse at the angle that he would have been struck. So, again, if you haven't checked out Logical Checkmate's channel, you really should. You'll get a Czech Republic perspective on things going on in the United States, and he does comparisons as to how those things might have been handled in his home country. You guys should also check out Johnny Walker Dread if you haven't already. He does a lot of great Rittenhouse content. And consider supporting me on Patreon. I've also got PayPal set up and Subscribestar. I'm going to be doing a lot more content now. There are some things heating up at home, some more health issue stuff I'm going to have to deal with. But regardless, I'm going to be trying to put out content preferably every day. I did do a lot of research, and some of it is just about trying to just figure out which one of these things that I've researched I want to prioritize, and then just getting the energy together to just go ahead and finish it. So, and I don't want to half-ass this stuff. I want it to, be really good. So, thanks again, guys. And also, you can check out my website, which is basically just a link tree that'll get you to my various social media, where I post links to things that are relevant, but also just to be sure that you're always getting notified when I upload new content. I'm going to be putting in the cards here. I was on Adam Friended's show again recently. I was supposed to be on yet another show, but that one got postponed. There's an anarcho-communist who wants to bring me on to discuss the issue of the left's relationship with violence, and I guess it's probably going to be a bit of a fiery debate, actually. So I'll be sure you guys are linked to that too. Thanks again for tuning into V Radio.